Does the idea of reading real estate contracts immediately put you to sleep? Does the idea of listening to me explain real estate contracts for the next hour or so have you rethinking your life's choices? Well, you're in luck because this video is less than 10 minutes and it'll give you some insight into the types of real estate contracts and why choosing the right realtor could save you lots of time and money. Let's go. Imagine this. You're a new realtor. You took the required courses, you passed the license exam, joined your local MLS, and got connected with a good brokerage and mentor. The following week, a neighbor asks you to help sell her home. She mentions that she's not looking to make any repairs or upgrades and just wants to sell the house so she can move as quick as possible. Well, if she wants to sell the house as it is, in its current state, we should sell it using which contract? Remember, we want to sell it as is. Nope, not necessarily. Now, if you're looking for things to make sense, then you've come to the wrong spot. If you want to understand, then stick around. For residential real estate purchases, there are two different contracts used in the state of Florida. Both are approved by the Florida Association of Realtors and the Florida Bar Association. They're not a secret and you can look them over or get a copy from your agent or you can Google it. This is the as-is contract for sale and purchase. There's also what we call the FAR 6. For the most part, these contracts are the same, so much so that many other real estate agents also have questions as to why we might prefer one over the other. The main difference between the two contracts is the inspection contingency. With the as-is contract, the buyer is given an inspection period, the length of which can be determined in negotiations, in which they conduct any physical, permit, and public record inspections they would like. Well, here's the part we look at. If buyer determines, in buyer's sole discretion, that the property is not acceptable to buyer, buyer may terminate this contract by delivering written notice of such election to seller prior to expiration of the inspection period. And under this part of the contract, if the buyer cancels, they get their full deposit returned to them. Now, let's look at the FAR 6 and then we can talk about how it might affect you. With the FAR 6 or non-as-is contract, the buyer is still given an inspection period, except it includes repair limits, which is a maximum dollar amount negotiated and determined prior to going under contract. There are three categories of repair: general repair items, WDO repair items, and closing out or obtaining permits. General repair items are detailed in the contract and include major items like plumbing, electrical, heating, cooling, roof, and structure. WDO repair items are items affected by WDOs, or wood-destroying organisms, like termites, powder post beetles, and fungi. Closing out or obtaining permits relates to anything on the home or the property that have open or expired building permits. During the inspection period, the buyer would obtain the inspection report and would deliver a list of repair requests to the seller. Cosmetic items are also listed in the contract and are not included in the categories listed. This means that you can't ask for a repair for a loose tile or nail holes to be included. So how do repair limits work? As an example, let's say the contract has a $1,000 repair limit. What does this mean? Well, does it mean that the buyer will get stuck with all repairs over $1,000? No, it doesn't. It means that should the home inspection report reveal enough deficiencies that repairs would exceed that repair limit, one of three things can happen. One, the seller can choose to have all of the repairs made below and above the repair limit by an appropriately licensed person, and they would provide receipts for all repairs but prior to closing. Number two, the buyer can choose which repairs are to be made up to the repair limit and accept the remaining items as is, or accept a credit for the full amount of the repair limit in lieu of repairs and proceed with closing. Or three, if either party does not want to pay for the repairs over the repair limit, either party can cancel the contract. In this scenario, the buyer would retain their full deposit as long as all of the other terms of the contract are upheld. So, why does all this real estate jargon make a difference? For a seller, it comes down to getting to the closing table. With an as-is contract, the buyer, as long as it's within the inspection period, can cancel at any point for any reason. Picture this. You spent lots of time preparing your home for sale, decluttering, enhancing curb appeal, preparing for showings, hiring a realtor, marketing your home, packing boxes, open houses. A great offer comes in, over asking price. They're not asking for any concessions. It's a 10-day inspection period, 30-day closing. You accept the offer and take your home off the market. It's now under contract. You make your next plans, you line up a truck, you keep packing, you're checking off the days off the calendar. All sounds pretty good, right? Now here's a scenario I've witnessed several times. There are not many homes on the market, and because of that, they're going quick. The buyer not only wrote you a great offer, he wrote an offer on 3 other homes as well. The one he really wanted got accepted, and now he doesn't want or need yours. With the as-is contract, he could back out, get his earnest money back, and you're back to square one. Lost time, lots of aggravation, back to starting all over again. Ouch. Now let me ask this. If you were a normal home seller with no real estate experience, would you have known which contract to use? It's okay, most people wouldn't. In fact, I often get calls from other realtors asking, why does it matter which contract we use? Having a thorough knowledge of this information directly affects time, aggravation, and money. It's why you need to hire a professional. What are your thoughts on the subject? Drop them in the comments below. If you have any questions about navigating the real estate market, I'd love to help. Give me a call at 941-677-8798, and thanks for watching.